Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, today was insane, honestly. Felt Meta, Microsoft, Qualcomm, Robinhood, and Amazon and Apple are literally tomorrow. So, there's a lot to get through, but let's do it because I think a lot of you are asking the same thing I am. Where is the actual money in all of this? So, let's start with Fed real quick since that's kind of sitting behind everything else this week. Basically, the question is whether a hot CPI print down the road forces their hand into another hike. Right now, they're expected to hold, but the tone's still pretty hawkish. So, if you're selling premium like I am, just don't get complacent on IV. It can stay juiced up longer than you would expect. Now, Meta, man, they missed EPS, and even though revenue actually came in fine, they spooked everyone by jacking up capex guidance for the year. So yeah, I'm not touching that at least for a month. IV is gonna stay elevated and kind of unpredictable, and there is just no reason to be a hero here. I would rather let it cool off and come back with a cleaner read. So Microsoft's the opposite story though. Beat across the board, stock popped after hours, and honestly, that's exactly the kind of setup where I would look at put credit spreads, define risk, playing for more upside drift without betting the farm on it. Then there's semis, which kind of made zero sense at first glance. Good numbers, stocks still getting hammered. Turns out that's not really company specific. That's followed from whole China chip breakthrough headline earlier in the week. So it's less this company messed up and more the whole sector just spooked right now. Qualcomm was a mixed bag. Revenue beat, but EPS came in just a hair light and guidance was soft. So it's sliding. Doesn't change how I feel about it long term, but I'm not rushing in either. And Robinhood, this one's actually kind of wild to me. They crushed it. 44% EPS beat. Prediction markets revenue grew up something like 10x year over year, and the stock barely moved. Why? Crypto revenue dropped almost 40%. I think that's what's spooking people who bought into the whole Robinhood is a crypto play now story. Goes to show a great print doesn't matter how much if it's not the print people were positioned for. Tomorrow's the big one though. Amazon and Apple back to back. I think that's what everyone's actually going to be searching for this week. With Amazon, it's all about capex because after Alphabet hiked theirs and tanked the whole hyperscaler group, people are going to be watching real close to see if Amazon does the same thing. Apple's got the iPhone 17 story working for it, but there is real question on costs and whether the valuation is already stretched. So I'm watching strikes and IV going in, and depending how it prints, that's probably where my next credit spread shows up. So that's the board. Fed in the background, Meta cooling off, Microsoft looking kind of interesting, Semi is just scared, Qualcomm meh, Robinhood confusing everyone, and Amazon and Apple about to be real test tomorrow. I'll come back with the actual trades once those two drop. So stick around for that. Alright, that's it for today. Catch you in the next one.